Hey guys, today I have a book haul for November that I thought I would share. Kind of kicking off the month with this, even though we're sort of like a third of the way into it already. But I have 7 new books to show you that I've just sort of picked up over the last few weeks. And yeah, I'm really excited. I will just jump right in. If you want to share some of the books that you've bought recently, then feel free to let me know below in the comments. Or if you have your own book haul video and I don't already watch you or whatever, then feel free to share it too, because I will go check it out. So to start with the first 2, these are both from the same series, which I first started over the summer, and so I needed the 3rd and the 4th one, and those are The Indigo Spell and The Fiery Heart by Rochelle Mead. And these are from the Bloodlines series, which is the spin-off series of Vampire Academy. Seriously, is my favorite thing ever. I am obsessed with Vampire Academy. It's been a whole year since I first read and finished the books, and I really want to go back and read them again, but I really needed to catch up on these and check out the Sidrian action that is not currently happening, but better be happening soon. So I'm currently reading The Indigo Spell right now, and I really like it so far. I'm excited to see where those go, and then I will plan to get the last 2 in paperback when they come out. So those are my first 2. This next one I already completely read, and I showed this in my wrap-up video. So if you didn't see that, I uploaded it I think 2 days ago, and I'll put a link below if you want to check that out. But I did read Gillian Flynn's Gone Girl, and I was reading this in anticipation of the movie, which I finally saw today, and I really like this story. I haven't decided now whether I like the book better or the movie, and typically it's a no-brainer for me and I go, oh my gosh, the book every time. But I thought that the movie was very well executed, and it was different just seeing it like happening on film with actual characters played by actors and things like that. So I was really impressed. I thought Ben Affleck and Rosamund Pike both did a really nice job, and I'm not the biggest Ben Affleck fan typically. I think he's alright, but I really liked him in this one. So definitely recommend both the book and the film if you haven't watched or read the story before. I know this has kind of gotten mixed reviews. Some people have said they loved it, some said they hated it. So if you like kind of mystery suspense, I think this is decent. I don't read a whole lot of mystery and suspense, but I enjoyed it. So yeah, I definitely would recommend it, and I am happy that I saw the movie. So I got this one. I also got Ignite by Lily Parody, which Lily actually sent to me. I showed this in my September wrap-up, and I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but Lily was sweet enough to send this to me. I've said this before, but there are very few books from authors that I accept just because I don't have a whole lot of reading time as it is. I'm very busy, and so I a lot of times don't even get to the books that I want to read just from my own free will. Obviously I have free will over these too, but you know what I mean. And so I don't accept that many just because I would hate to accept a bunch of books and not get around to reading them, because that sucks, and you know, it's not intentional, it's just something that can happen. Don't accept very many, but Lily contacted me about this, and I had already heard quite a bit of positive feedback about this book. I read through the premise and thought it sounded really interesting, so I accepted this one, and I still haven't read it yet, which I'm kind of irritated at just because I haven't had that much time to read, but I am hoping to get to this very soon. So again, thank you so much to Lily for sending this to me, because you know, authors don't have to do that. They don't have to go out of their way to do that kind of stuff, and so it is really nice when they do. You know, I definitely don't expect that. I feel like that's an obligation, and I should, you know, be entitled to all of these free books, but it is really cool when you get the opportunity to read a new book that you probably otherwise wouldn't have heard of or maybe found out about. And like I said, this one has gotten a ton of positive feedback, so definitely look into checking this one out for yourself, because I think it's going to be a good one. The next one I have is The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, and this is funny. I was obsessed with this series as a kid. Me and one of my friends in middle school used to pretend that we were the characters, and I was Bridget or Bee, and she was another one of the characters, and we had so much fun with it, and I absolutely loved the storyline. But I had every single book but the very first one, so I had this sudden like urge to reread this book, and I didn't have it. So I hunted down a copy on eBay, which, believe it or not, This particular edition was a little bit challenging to find because they've redone the covers of these books like 3 or 4 times or something crazy, and so I wanted the very original cover to match my other ones, and then I want it in hardcover to have the hardcover version like my other ones. So I found one. It was really cheap. I think this was like $8 on eBay for a brand new copy. So I did reread this one as well last month and talked a little bit more about it in my wrap up, but I'm really excited to finally have a copy of this. If you haven't read this series, I definitely would recommend checking it out. It's really fun, just cute, kind of easy, kind of like a chick flick type of thing in a book, like a girly kind of storyline that's really fun. Next book I actually pre-ordered, and this one came out back in September, so I've had this one for a little longer, but I did pick up The Infinite Sea by Rick Yancey. This is the sequel to The Fifth Wave, which I was so excited to get my hands on because I loved The Fifth Wave. Definitely a new genre for me because I don't read a whole lot of sci-fi type of books, but I loved it. It was so good. Definitely very well done in my opinion. So I'm ecstatic for the sequel to be coming out, and I picked it up. I haven't finished it yet though, you guys. I'm kind of funny with these books because I feel like there's always so much going on or so much potential for just completely wacky things out of left field to happen. Sort of have to like read these in stages. So I'm almost done with this one. I have about 100 pages left. I'm really excited to have it. I love these covers. I like that the books are oversized hardbacks, that they're taller. They've got that nice like rubberized matte feel. I talk about these all the time. When I talk about these types of covers, I always refer to The Fifth Wave, but I love them, and I think even the actual like image on this one's pretty cool too. Definitely will be uploading a book review, so if you want to hear my thoughts, then stay tuned for that, or read the book if you haven't, and then we can kind of talk together. So I got this one. The very last book is a book I bought on impulse, and I hadn't been planning on picking this up right away because I just have so many books that I want to buy and get that I just wasn't planning on getting this one. It just came out, but I had seen a lot of other booktubers and just people showing it and talking about it, and I heard it was really good, and I'm a little bit of a sucker for contemporary books, so I decided to get it one day, and that is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson, or Handy Nelson, or Handy Nelson. I thought it was Jandy Nelson, and then I heard someone say Handy Nelson, so I really don't know. It's just like Rainbow, like Rowell or Rowell, you just don't know. I'll just call her like JN or something, or like Handy or something, because Handy sounds really cool. So I picked this up. Again, I wasn't really going to get it, but I saw it in the bookstore and I love the cover. Like, it's so pretty and it looks so much better in person. Not that it doesn't look cool on screen, but it's got like these cut out, like it's raised almost at these little like sunbeams or whatever they are, and it was really pretty in person. It's a very substantial book. Like, it's very, very heavy for a typical just like hardback, and it's a taller one, so it's an oversized hardcover, which I love. And so like it's the same height as like The Fifth Wave and The Infinite Sea, which will look really great on my shelf. So I got this one to sum all of that story up, and I think it sounds really good too. So I haven't had a chance to read it, but I'm really excited. So if you guys have read this, share your thoughts below because I've heard quite a bit about it. I think that wraps up my book haul for today. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye guys.